Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review, we're going to take a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Returns the Duck. I can't believe we have a duck from Batman Returns. I call it the Duckmobile, but I can't believe this is actually something that exists and is here, and I'm looking at it. I never thought I would see this come to life. I never even thought to put this on a list of vehicles that I would like to see. But it's one of those things you don't even think about because it's just sort of so out there, but also so obvious because, like, what a great toy this has now become. But anyway, that's what I was trying to say there. But this is just so amazing. I am a huge Keaton fan. I'm sure for those regular viewers of my channel, you already know this. But Batman Returns, the Schumacher films, that era, that's what I grew up on, still holds a huge place in my heart. I still watch those movies regularly, at least once or twice a year. I'll put on, Batman Returns and Batman Forever, even Batman and Robin now. I have a lot of affection for. I don't know. It's just my comfort food. I just love those movies so much. So to have new merchandise for those movies is just... it's just amazing. And man, if I was a kid and Batman Returns was coming out and they made something like this, I would have lost my mind. I'm losing my mind now as a 40-plus-year-old adult that I have a duck from Batman Returns. This is definitely already, not already, the year's almost over, but I think this is my top collectible of the year. Because this is just so awesome to have this in hand. Man, if McFarlane does the Bat Ski Boat, the Bat Missile, the ice vehicles from Batman and Robin, and the Batman Forever Batwing, the 89. We still have a lot of vehicles left for them to do. And apparently they have the license now till the end of 2026. So, man, I really hope they get around to making all of these vehicles because I have loved all of the McFarlane Bat vehicles. Warts and all, they haven't been perfect. There's been some major issues with a couple of them, but still, man, I have loved what they've done with these movie figures. Anyways, I got this from GameStop. I think this is a GameStop exclusive. There's the barcode if you need it. So if you didn't get the pre-order, hopefully you'll be able to find it at a GameStop, or hopefully it'll go back up for a pre-order. Who knows? It might end up in Ross in a few months. We'll see. But yeah, without further ado, let's get the duck out of the packaging and let's take a closer look. All right, so there is the duck outside of the packaging. It does come with a trading card. On one side, you have the Batman Returns poster. And on the other side, you have some concept artwork of the duck. Of course, the DC logo stand, as always. Then the duck itself, this is the box packaging it came in. Makes for a nice little diorama piece if you want to kind of display it a little bit like that. I think that works. And then the back side of this is just, that comic book artwork, which is pretty nice, actually, from McFarlane, but let's throw that out there. And then here is the duck itself. So before I start gushing over this, a couple of things. No lights and sounds. Doesn't make any movements or anything like that. The wings do not open. I thought they did for some reason, but I guess they don't. So the wings don't open, which would have been nice. But other than that, it's a big hunk of hard plastic. The paint on it, my buddy Rob D Toys, his one, the paint's actually coming off the wash, and just the top layer wash is coming off his one. My one, I haven't had any issues like that so far. I've been holding it a little bit here, and nothing's coming off there, so I don't know if that was just an isolated incident with Rob's, but let me know with you guys if any of the paint's coming off your Duckmobile, but mine's been fine so far, and yeah, but besides those things, I freaking love this. This is the duck from Batman Returns. I'm sure, if you compare it to the actual duck, there's some differences, whatever. For me, this is perfect. I love the wheels, of course, are a big part of the design element. When it pops out of the water and you see these for the first time, and I just freaking love that. There's the very rudimentary controls there with the steering wheel and the gear shift there. And yeah, there's a little back seat as well for his Penguin Commandos you can throw in there. And man, I think this looks freaking fantastic. It's just such a cool piece. I don't even know where I'm going to display this because I just love it so much. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it with the in the shed or in the garage. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Maybe on the Batmobile shelf, just to mix things up a little bit. Now, the only other duck I think they ever made, and I'm walking over here for a sec, was from Hot Wheels. So they also made their duck, and this came out years ago. So there's their Duckmobile, the Hot Wheels Duckmobile. And it's pretty similar to the McFarlane one. Same kind of control setup in the seat there. Looks about the same. A little bit different, paint obviously. The kind of differences there, but the wheels more or less look the same. So yeah, I think it's pretty accurate to the Hot Wheels one. So it's in good company. But yeah, you got a baby duck now and the bigger duck here. So there you go. There's the Hot Wheels one. But yeah, this looks freaking rad. Let's take a look at the Penguin. I don't have the regular Penguin yet, so don't have him to compare. But he looks great. I mean, that's the Penguin. That's his, last suit that he wears at the end of the movie. He's such a great character. I'll be honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of the way these eyes turned out. I mean, he made this expression in the movie that looks like the Penguin, but I feel like they should have given us like a more neutral head sculpt. We're giving us two head sculpts, a more neutral head sculpt and the one we see here. It still looks great. I mean, it looks like the freaking Penguin, but I think if they gave us a more neutral head sculpt, that would have been nice. But this one, it looks like he's like surprised or shocked. Very sinister looking head sculpt there, but I still think it looks great. But yeah, there you go. There's the Penguin. Moves around fine. He's about to jump on Batman with the umbrella. That would have been nice as well, obviously, having an umbrella with this. But, hey, this works for me, man. I mean, obviously, if they gave us a Chip Shrek, that would have been amazing. But this is just so rad. Just having this set all together like this is just so freaking amazing. Let me bring down the camera a little bit there. Here is, let me put him next to Batman. So, there's Batman right there. Get him just to stand next to the Penguin. Now we just need the Bat ski boat so that we can recreate the iconic scene at the end there, and we'd be all set. But there you go. There's your look at the duck. I'm just so thrilled to have this. This thing is so freaking cool. Yeah, obviously if it had like sounds and the doors open, that would have been nice. But that they even made this, I think, is just incredible. So there you go, man. Sorry, I'm just fanboying out on this thing. But as I mentioned, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Let me know if you're having any issues with the paint rubbing off or anything of like that. But yeah, there's your look at the Duckmobile. There's the bottom if you're interested. It does roll very easily, which is good and bad. So make sure you don't have a shelf that it has any sort of tilt, because it might just roll off. But I will do some more footage of the duck next to like the Batmobile and the other Bat vehicles that we have in a YouTube short or something like that. But there you go. There's your look at the duck. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for McFarlane Toys for making this thing. This is so awesome. And again, if you guys give us the Bat ski boat to go along with this, with the Bat missile, I'll be a very happy Keaton Batman collector. So there you have, and also give us a Batmobile 2.0. With a proper cockpit, proper paint scheme. Like, you had the mold, you're almost there. Just fix the cockpit, and like that would be an awesome Batmobile. As I mentioned at the beginning of the review, some of these Bat vehicles definitely need some improvement. Like the '89 Batmobile they did, man, they should need to fix the cockpit, the hood thing or whatever, the canopy. That's not the word I'm looking for. I know you can get the Ramen Toys version, but I want an official, proper Batmobile that has the correct canopy on it. And I think they could easily do that. So anyways, I'm just ranting now, but there you go. There's your look at the duck. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.